Peas and carrots.
We're live!
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey. All right. Hello. Hello, and hello, everybody. Welcome to the Playground Experiment. This is volume number 145. I am Christopher Buchanan. I am your host for tonight, and I am currently residing in New York City, the ancestral land of the Lenape people. Now, tonight we have artists participating from a range of places all over the country and possibly even the world. And you can see several of them right here holding up the names of indigenous peoples whose ancestral lands they are currently living on. We at the PGE, we acknowledge that regardless of where we are in this country, we are occupying stolen land. And we honor and respect the indigenous people that have once lived here, as well as the indigenous people that continue to live here and contribute to our society. And at the PGE, we strive to be an inclusive organization for all theater artists from all walks of life. And with that, I would like to invite everyone who is participating tonight to turn their cameras on and say hello. And please welcome to our virtual stage, our founder and artistic director, the one, the only, Mike Lesser. Give it up.
Hey, Mike.
I felt like the one and the only felt a little loaded there. Like, thank God there's only one of him. But welcome, everybody. Welcome to Virtual 100, Volume 145, which means we've done 144 of these in the past. Not all virtual, but we have done them, and we are glad to have you here, all of you out there in YouTube land. We are super happy to be here. For those of you that are new to the Playground Experiment, you are at our Volumes, which is our flagship program, where 6 writers are going to bring in 15 minutes of work in process. It is not done, it is not complete, it is not ready for review. It is work that is meant to be heard by the writer because they're not sure really what they're writing and they need help. And what better help than with brilliant, amazing, talented actors, which is our PGE casting poll. Everybody unmute yourself and give a huge applause for our PGE acting poll.
Yeah.
Bravo. Bravo.
Tonight, we are honored to have Christopher Buchanan as our host tonight. And if you are on YouTube doing double duty as an actor and a YouTube moderator, Taylor Mitchell will be chatting with you throughout the evening, letting you know what's coming up. Feel free to use the YouTube chat or the chat in our Zoom room if you're here to let our writers know that you're enjoying it, that you're getting something, that lines are popping for you. That conversation is something that helps our writers kind of get a sense of their work. In normal real world or old world, people would be in a room and we would hear the ooh, ah. We don't hear that right now. So any chat that you would like to use, feel free to use that. And we thank you for that. Tonight, we have 3 amazing stage directions readers. We have Alexander Manuel, Bella Florence, and Jennifer Bradley tonight. So give it up for them tonight. They will be doing triple duty and possibly wearing additional hats in other roles. And I'm going to ask our actors to do their first bit of stage direction and disappear, leaving me with just our 6 writers and our host. And it worked! Yay! Look at these brilliant writers. I'm going to let Christopher take over with the rest of the evening as you enjoy Virtual Volume 145.
Thank you so much, Mike. And now for our first scene of the evening, Last Night by Angela Sue.
Hi, Christopher. All right, so this is Last Night. This is based off a somewhat real event that occurred. So yeah, could I have my actor Laura Snell and my stage direction Alexander Manuel pop up? Hi there. So my name is Angela Sue, and I'll be playing Hannah.
I'm Laura Yumi Snell. I'll be playing Mara.
And my name is Alexander Manuel, and I'll be reading stage direction. Interior, bedroom night. A spacious master bedroom. It's dark. The shades are drawn. The neighborhood is very quiet. We hear nothing except the sound of an air filter Hannah, 26, is asleep. Mara, 28, begins to toss and turn. After a while, Mara wakes up.
Why is it so hot?
She carefully sneaks out of the bed. Hannah is asleep. Mara opens the door.
Mara,
Sorry. Go back to bed.
what are you doing?
Need water.
Okay.
Hannah attempts to sleep. After a moment, she sits up. Hannah crawls out of bed. Hannah exits. Same time, Mara enters with a glass of water. There's a noise.
Babe?
Toilet flushes. Hannah enters.
What?
Did you call me?
What are you talking about?
I thought you said something.
No, I was peeing.
I thought I heard someone yelling.
A noise. Hannah turns off the air filter. She stands silently in the room. She walks up to the wall.
What are you doing?
Shh.
What?
I think they're fighting.
What? They're fighting?
Shh. Listen.
Mara walks up to a wall and presses her ear against it. The women listen as the two argue. A faint, muffled voice yelling at the top of his lungs. We can tell by the tone he's extremely upset.
Sounds like some dude.
I heard a woman. I hear him now.
Have you ever met the neighbors?
No, have you?
Nope.
Come to think of it, I've never even seen anyone enter that apartment before.
Ooh, what if we have ghosts?
We don't have ghosts.
Wait, how do you know?
This place isn't old enough.
Oh, so now you're an expert?
Mara, not now.
Fine. We totally have ghosts. I wonder what they're fighting about.
Shh, I'm trying to concentrate. It sounds like she went out with someone. I'm not sure.
These are really good walls.
Whoa,
What?
I think she cheated on him.
Is someone crying?
Yeah, he is. Okay, I think this is what's happening. Sounds like she cheated on him. Something about a phone. And now they're arguing about her sister.
You can hear all that?
Just pay attention.
Crash.
Whoa,
What was that?
it sounds like a broken plate.
Ooh, this is getting so exciting.
What do you mean this is exciting? She could be hurt.
No, I just meant obviously not exciting like, ooh, she's in danger or anything like that. But like nothing like this ever happens kind of exciting.
Mara,
What?
how can you say that? This is so serious.
Fine.
She's crying.
No, this feels like a sitcom.
What?
Doesn't this totally feel like an episode of Seinfeld or something?
What are you talking about?
You know, like we're just minding our own business, sleeping, drinking water, and crash, all of a sudden our whole night's an adventure.
Except those actors get to go home knowing nothing actually happened, and meanwhile you're blabbing on and on while she might be injured.
Someone's cranky. I'm gonna go get a snack.
Hannah keeps listening. Mara exits. We hear a woman scream.
Mara,
What happened?
she screamed. Should I call the police?
I don't know. What do people do in these situations?
I think we should call the police.
Are you sure?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Do you think he hit her?
I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Why else would she scream?
I mean, it was like a. I don't know. I didn't hear anything else.
I mean, it was like a help me scream, right?
What? What's a help me scream?
You know, like in the old movies, like the girl in the tracks, you know, like help me.
What, you mean like a silent film?
Yes, that help me scream.
Why are we even talking about this right now?
Was it a help me scream, or was it a roller coaster scream, or was it a there's a spider scream, or what kind of scream was it?
I don't know. What does it matter what kind of scream it was?
Because we have to tell the cops.
Just tell them that we heard a woman scream. I highly doubt they'll ask what kind. Fuck, I just need a second to think.
Well, what if we just call the front desk?
What are they gonna do?
Maybe they'll check in on them. Maybe make sure she's okay. They'll call the police if they see that she's hurt.
Okay, That's good. Yeah, let's call him.
Pick up. Pick up. Hello. Hi, my name's Mara from apartment 4C. Was we we heard someone arguing. We think it's apartment 4D. It's like the one to the left of us. We heard them through our bedroom wall. Like we share a wall. Anyway, I think the woman screamed and like there's a couple who lives there, like a man and woman, and she screamed and we aren't sure what's happening. Obviously we can't see. Anyway, we didn't know what to do. Sorry, we didn't know if we should call you or the cops. I don't know. Yes, we heard a crash and then they argued some more and then she screamed. No, I didn't call the police yet. Right.
What did they say?
I don't know. He's figuring it out. Yeah. No worries. Thanks.
What did he say?
He'll handle it.
What does that mean?
He said he'll handle it.
Is he gonna call the police?
Probably if he can't handle it.
Okay, I'm gonna stay up. I'm just gonna make sure she's okay.
Hannah begins pacing up and down the stage. Mara sits down and starts munching on a snack.
Want one?
Do you think they'll know it was us?
The neighbors?
Yeah, I don't want them to know we reported them.
Well, why do you care?
Because if the front desk guy calls the police and they heard us calling the front desk, they'll know who sent the police.
Oh, well, technically the front desk guy would have called the police.
Right. Sorry.
God, I'm so tired. What time is it?
I don't know. I don't even know if I can fall asleep right now.
It's 3 a.m. Here, come here and snuggle with me. Maybe it'll help. She'll be okay. We'll stay up.
Okay.
Can't fall asleep can't fall asleep anyway after all these Oreos.
You continue snacking.
Oh. You wanna lick the cream?
I'm fine.
I wonder what he's gonna do. What kind of front desk guy do anyways?
I don't know.
Oh, that's why they're so good. They're double stuffed.
Mara and Hannah continue cuddling as the lights dim. Mara freezes mid-Oreo. Hannah sits up, spotlight on Hannah. She walks down center stage. She addresses the darkness. She stands in silence for a moment.
I was only 19, young and vulnerable, heartbroken, perfect victim. I remember the morning after. It was a cloudy day, and I walked out to what seemed like the aftermath of a war. The moment the fighting stops and there's nothing left except emptiness and grieving. And the world kept going. But it took that moment to digest everything I lost. I lost my voice. I lost my hearing. I lost my sense of touch. I lost 2 years of my life. I grieved until I became numb. War took everything from me.
Hannah stands for a moment until he crawls into bed and back into Mara's arms. Lights up, Mara unfreezes.
Huh? You okay? What's wrong?
Do you think she's okay?
The police never showed up. It must be okay.
I mean, it's over.
Only one way to find out.
Hannah and Mara have their ears pressed up against the wall. They listen for a while. Silence.
I think so. Wanna go to bed?
Hannah nods. Hannah turns off the light as Mara turns on the air filter. White noise fills the room once again. End of quote.
Give it up for Angela and the cast of Last Night. Now we move on to our second scene in the evening, Fur Pajamas by David Cece.
Hey, Chris, how you doing? I'm going to give people a quick rundown before we start the actual scene. So this is Fur Pajamas. It's a new musical with music by John Allman, who I think may actually be in the audience tonight. We had a staged reading in Seattle pre-COVID, and now we're in rewrites. At this point in the show, it's 2014, and we've been introduced to our protagonist, Nigel, a former new wave rocker whose band Fur Pajamas was a one-hit wonder back in 1989. Nigel, who has continued to work as a musician, and his ex-bandmate Peter, now working as an A&R person in the music industry, have been invited to hear about a new licensing opportunity for their music by their new agent, Andy. And now I'll step away.
Fur Pajamas by David Cece. Act 1, Scene 6. Andy is pacing around her office at Empire Music in a townhouse in Manhattan, Midtown.
Client file, check. Licensing agreement, check. Appointment at noon today, check. Lucky earbuds, check. Client names, Nigel Gallstone and Peter Belushi. Nigel Gladstone and Peter Bertucci. What is wrong with me? I knew this stuff yesterday and last night and again this morning. Why am I so nervous? So what if I'm the first female agent at Empire Music? Who cares if every guy in this place is secretly hoping that I fail? I've just got to keep telling myself that every woman who works here is rooting for me to succeed, right? Okay, maybe not the mean one in HR, but still. What do you think, Mom? Can I do this?
Wearing a suit and tie, enters and walks inside the office looking for something.
Oh, hey.
You must be Peter.
Early, I know. I'm always early. I'm gonna go grab a bagel before Mr. Wilson gets here.
Oh, just a sec. I'm Mr. Wilson. I mean, I'm Andy Wilson. Well, Andrea. But my friends call me Andy.
So you're the new agent for Fur Pajamas?
That's right. And it's a pleasure to meet you, Peter.
Peter hesitates for a moment, but shakes Andy's hand.
I'm glad you could make it on such a short notice.
Yeah, well, I snuck out of a big meeting, but this sounded really important. Mm-hmm. Gotta say, though, it's pretty weird being back in this old office without Vince. Would have been at the funeral, you know, but I was in Austin for music festival, couldn't get away. Still, feel bad. Vince was our agent for so long. I mean, right after our first real gig, you know.
Lights shift to denote a flashback. Peter walks to the other side of the stage, replacing his suit coat for a jean jacket, and it becomes 1988, backstage at CBGB. As the lights go up on the other side of the stage, Nigel appears, carrying an electric guitar and dressed in a cool new wave outfit.
Nice of you to join us, mate. You were supposed to be here at 10:30.
Yeah, I know. I was just having some trouble finding the place.
You couldn't find CBGB? We've been here a dozen times in the past couple weeks.
Claudia here?
What? Of course she's here, and so is Adelita. Now where's your keyboard?
I dropped it off this afternoon.
So you could get here this afternoon, but not tonight. What's wrong with you?
I'm just nervous. We're actually going to be on stage at CBGB with Claudia
and Adelita. That's right, mate. And there's 4 of us in the band. Remember, me, you, and the 2 girls. Now pull yourself together. You look like you might need a little, something before we go on stage.
No, I'm good. I'll just get a couple shots.
Nigel studies Peter for another moment before exiting. Writes down on CBGB backstage. Peter walks back into Andy's office, replacing the jean jacket with a suit coat. Lights up on Andy's office. Andy is waiting for Peter to speak.
What?
I asked if anything was wrong.
No, I'm fine. So, what's the deal with the new licensing offer? Can't believe anybody wants to make a musical about my old band. There's only the one hit, right?
Nigel, wearing the same outrageous costume as the night before, enters.
Oh, God. This place must have really gone downhill after Vince died if they're starting to let old empty suits in the door. Cup of tea, if you don't mind, love.
What the hell's he doing here?
Well, I invited him, but I'm not.
You should have brought us in on separate appointments, if not separate days.
Oh, get over yourself, mate. I'm equally appalled at the prospect of spending even a few moments in the same room as you. But this latest licensing offer is so intriguing, I'm willing to hold my nose if you are.
Well, I'm surprised you still have a nose to hold.
And how is that liver of yours?
Oh, guys, please, why don't we all have a seat?
Peter and Nigel scuffle over who will sit in which chair. Nigel leaves and sits down with a flourish. Peter sits down, fuming.
Moron.
Okay. Now about that tea, I prefer Earl Grey, but if you don't have that, then I suppose we could make do with English breakfast, but only if you have the decaffeinated variety. I've consumed enough stimulants to last a lifetime or 2. I prefer my tea with 4 sugars and 1.5 splashes of cream. The end result should look more tan and less brown, so more like caramel and less like chocolate milk, right? And if you could manage a few biscuits with that, I'd be most grateful. Now, as I'm on a rather tight schedule, exactly when do you expect Mr. Wilson to arrive?
She's Mr. Wilson.
Say again.
Wilson. Andy Wilson. I'm your new agent. And no, I don't get tea for my clients. And yes, I'm younger than Vince, but I worked with him for 5 years. And at this point, I'm all you've got. So can we please stay focused? We have a rare opportunity to renew interest in your old band, but these Broadway producers want an answer fast. And if you two keep bickering, you're going to blow it.
Indeed. Then might I suggest we get right down to the money?
Ooh, I didn't think rock superstars needed any more money.
No, and I didn't think corporate suits had any interest in artistic endeavors.
Guys, what did I just say?
Fine. Based on my calculations, this should be a highly lucrative enterprise. They'll need to license our entire catalog for a jukebox musical.
And then there's the cast album, t-shirts, posters.
No, wait, I think there's been a misunderstanding. We're only talking about one song.
What?
Can feel it.
That's right. So under your joint ownership arrangement, you'd split a $10,000 licensing fee and another 10 if they exercise the option, with a chance at royalties after that.
Brilliant. Where do I sign?
Not so fast. I'm not sure this is a good legacy for fur pajamas.
Listen, mate, I fancy this offer. I want to accept this offer, so pick up a pen and sign the bloody offer.
You know, I never really liked our arrangement. There's only one song that ever made any real money, and I wrote it. All of it. I spent 25 years giving half my royalties to some no-talent egomaniac, and I've had it.
The only reason that song was a hit is because I sang it. With a less gifted voice, yours, for example, would have been a flop, just like every other song you ever wrote.
All right, all right. Can we get back to the offer on the table?
There's a reason Vince never had us in the same room after 92, because he knew I'd kill him if I had the chance.
You just try.
Do I need to call security?
No.
No.
Good.
Now, about these royalties, how are they going to be parceled out?
Well, I can feel it would generate somewhere between 3 and 6% of the combined composers and lyricist portion, which is 2/3 of the share allocated to the creative team. Under a standard Broadway contract, that's upwards of 4.5%.
Hold on. You pulled me out of an important talent meeting to discuss a gig where I'd have to split between 3 and 6% of 3%.
I know it doesn't sound like a lot, but it could be eventually.
Half of 3 to 6% of 3%.
Or more.
That offer is so exceptional, I'm heading for the door.
This is not an album where you can get a large percent.
No, I think we understand that isn't what he meant.
Don't you ever speak for me again? You're in over your head.
As you are out of your depth, sir, I'll trust her instead.
One hit one. Well, no wonder. They're barely intact. If I can do better, I may lose their act. One hit, no wonder. Can I take control? It's crazy, it's messy. Is this rock and roll?
Listen, 3 to 6% of 3%'s a joke.
Now, wait a minute, Peter, that's enough for any bloke.
Really? Half of 3 to 6% of 3%?
That's what she said, so settle and be a proper gent.
Maybe if you had a head for business, Nigel dear, instead of being a guitarist, you'd be a financier.
One hit, and no wonder. They're barely intact. If I can't do better, I will lose their act. Okay, now listen up, you wannabes. Don't make me say this twice. You better take it down a notch and ponder my advice. I know you think you're superstars. You only had one hit. I'm here today to counsel you, but not to babysit.
One hit, no wonder. Perhaps she's right.
I'm sure I know better. I'm winning this fight.
One hit, no wonder. I am losing control. It's crazy. It's messy.
Hey, it's messy.
Long live rock and roll.
It's crazy. It's messy.
It's crazy. It's messy.
That's just rock and roll.
That's just rock and roll. This is way harder than I would have thought.
Of course it is, love.
What'd you expect, a walk in the park?
You're right. Obviously. Except for the fact that you two divas don't command 6-figure advances. And if you don't watch it, your next gig's gonna be on Bad Girls Club Pseudo Celebrity Edition.
I think we're done here.
No, wait, please. That was out of line. And I'm sorry. I'm sure we can work this out.
Why bother? With numbers like that, we'd be better off writing our own musical.
Wait.
What?
That's not a bad idea.
What?
I'm serious.
I didn't mean it.
No matter. It's bloody brilliant.
No. Everybody's please slow down.
Now, look at this. I picked this up on the bus.
You took a bus.
Just read it.
Garbage strike smells funny.
No, the one below that.
Prominent musical festival changes its tune.
Read on.
The submission deadline for the annual Gotham Theatrical Society Festival of New Musicals has been extended to March 31st.
Get to the last sentence.
The best new musical will receive the coveted Golden Tap Shoe, which includes an off-Broadway production.
And a monetary award of $100,000.
But we don't know anything about writing a musical.
He makes a very good point.
No, this is it. We must do this.
The deadline is in 7 days. We cannot do this.
Cannot do this? Never heard those words. They don't exist.
Be reasonable. Nigel, Peter, this is a sure thing. The safe choice.
Sod that. Was it safe to leave Long Island and your parents' pizza shop? Was it safe to go to art school?
Maybe not, but could you stop?
Was it safe to leave old England in my pocket 20 quid? Was it safe to hit Manhattan?
Maybe not. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, safe choice. A phrase I've never heard. Safe choice? I want my kettle stirred. Rolls Royce, I cannot promise you, but the safety of your choices means the end of the queue. Was it safe to quit our classes or tuition down the drain? Was it safe to borrow money?
Maybe not, but you're insane.
Was it safe to buy your keyboard? Or for me, a new guitar? Was it safe to play for nothing?
Maybe not, but open bar.
Safe choice. That sounds like fame deferred safe choice. So take it at my word. Met more musicians, started a band, played CBGB. It was grand. We put out a record, made the top 10. Life was delicious. Come on.
Can we do it again?
Safe choice? That ain't no choice at all.
Safe choice, like working at the mall?
My voice, I hope, is getting through because the safety of your choices means the end of the queue. Peter, if we'd made safe choices, you'd be up to your elbows in tomato sauce and I'd be selling romance novels out of my nan's bookshop. But we didn't make safe choices now, did we? We rolled the dice.
What did that get us, really?
Are you daft? We had a hit record, mate. We were on MTV. And don't forget the birds.
All right, the girls.
Yeah, hold that thought. Now, if we didn't last, okay, right, but come on, it was worth it. And here we are talking about creating something again with music in Vince's old office.
But she's not Vince, if you haven't noticed.
Of course she's not. She's youthful, optimistic, enthusiastic. She's led us to water and we merely have to drink.
Oh, don't put this on me.
I just don't think it can work.
You need some time. Completely understandable. Andy, love, would you suggest some place nearby where the two of us might have a spot of lunch?
There's a little bistro downstairs called Delirium. Kind of fresh deli meets Asian Cuban.
Sounds delightful. Peter, let's do lunch.
Fine. Never one to say no to food.
Perfect. Look, we'll have lunch, we'll discuss the future and get back to you, all right?
Yeah, sure. I've got to make a bunch of calls, but my schedule opens up after 5.
It's settled then. After you.
Nigel and Peter exit. Andy plops herself down in her desk chair, exhausted. She looks up at the ceiling again.
What have I gotten myself into, Mom? I was supposed to get them to sign that licensing agreement, not write their own musical. What am I doing here? Was it safe to stay at Empire after Vince had passed away? Was it safe to try to do this? Maybe not, but that's okay. Was it safe to let them leave here, nothing on the dotted line? Was it safe to send them downstairs? Maybe not. They'll be fine. Safe choice. That ain't no choice at all. Safe choice, like working at the mall. The voice inside my head is you, and I know you'd love to see me at the head of the queue.
Lights shift. End of scene.
Give it up for Fur Pajamas by David Cece. Now, next on to our third scene of the evening is A Case for the Curandera by Jose Pereira.
Hi, thank you so much, Christopher. Yes, my play is A Case for the Curandera. Brief synopsis, or I guess explanation, in case anyone's not familiar with the curandera. It's like a medicine woman healer, usually pretty popular in Latin communities. And so far, that's really all you got to know. I'll let the play do the rest of the talking, but I wanted to introduce the actors. Playing Luz is Maria Isabella Rojas. Playing Esperanza is Zulema Guevara, and playing Skylar is Taylor Mitchell. And reading stage directions is Bella Florence. Anyways, I hope you all enjoy. Thank you.
A Case for the Curandera. Act 1, Scene 1. A bell jingles as Luz enters a shop painted a deep hunter's green. The shelves along the wall are adorned with statues of death, candles, angels, and saints. The shop smells of burning sage with a hint of lavender. There are glass displays in the shop, each containing gold figurines, coins, incense burners, and some decks of cards. Luz looks around the shop.
Hello?
She touches one of the statues of death and then withdraws quickly.
Never gonna get used to that. Hello? I came on my lunch break. I only get 30 minutes.
A crashing noise is heard in the back, and Esperanza comes rushing in.
Lucita, ¿cómo está, mijita?
I'm good. Listen, I got this killer headache, and I thought instead of going and dropping by CVS, I'd visit you for something. Do you have any pain meds? Tylenol, something?
Tylenol.
Yeah.
Mira, you come to the shop here, and you ask me for headache medicine, como with chemicals.
If it's too much trouble, I can go.
It's not too much trouble, but I can give you something better than Tylenol.
I don't want something better. I want real medicine.
Oh, yeah. What I do is real. You would know that if you tried, if you actually tried.
I can't do what you do. Can I please just have some pills?
Can't or won't.
I can't do something that has no basis in talent or skill.
Desgraciada.
What?
But you come here to waste my time.
I didn't. I wanted to see you, but now I got a lecture and my headache is worse.
Porque te hicieron ojo.
I'm an accountant. There's no ojo happening in my office.
Mija.
At all.
Mija, ojo happens everywhere.
Really don't have enough time for this. Okay, can you please just give me something?
Okay. I'll go get the egg.
Ay.
Maybe 2 eggs.
Fine. Let's just get this over with.
No te portes así. How long have we been doing this?
Don't remind me. I know I'm old.
Stop. You're a beautiful, fertile young woman.
Who says that?
I do. Now follow me to the back.
Can we just do it here?
No. If someone comes in, then they'll get your mala vibra.
There's no one here.
To the back.
Esperanza has an egg in her hand as she leads Luz to a small room.
God, I shouldn't have come here. I'm so hungry. Can I eat the egg when you're done?
Only if you want to die.
Don't tempt me.
Ay, cállate. You have so much to live for. Now lie down.
Luz lies down on a black massage table in the back room. Esperanza hovers over her with the egg in her hand.
Clear your mind.
Oh, yeah, sure. That's easy. Between work and my social life, I just don't.
Hey, can you be quiet?
Luz goes silent as Esperanza delicately traces her with the egg. She whispers to herself softly, and Luz is unable to make out what she is saying. They both become lost in the moment. Luz to the little ritual, Esperanza to her prayers.
Lista.
Done? Oh, okay. You're done?
Sí, ya ve.
Oh.
It wasn't so bad. You're just a baby.
I'm not a baby.
No, mijita. It was the ojo, mira.
Esperanza takes the egg and cracks it into a glass half full of water. She inspects it, watching the yolk stretch into tendrils through the water. She squints her eyes.
Oh, yeah. See that?
Yeah, it's an egg.
No. You see, it's like a firework in there.
You cracked an egg in a glass. Eggs do that when you crack them.
Yeah, I know you see what I do, Luz.
I just see an egg. Nothing special.
Ah, nothing special. You feel better, don't you?
Actually, yeah, I do.
You're welcome. That'll be $10.
$10? It would have been cheaper to just go buy the pain meds.
But less effective.
But you didn't do anything, okay? I might as well have taken a nap.
Oh, yeah. Don't question my abilities. I don't question how you math or whatever.
Accountants do more than just math.
I'm pretty sure that's all they do.
Well, they do it in different ways, okay? How can you charge me? I'm your, come on.
The bell jingles. A doe-eyed young man walks in. He looks around the shop first, then at the ladies mid-argument.
Hello, I'm looking for Esperanza.
Ay, Dios! First, your father's butchered this land, and now you do it to my name.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Yeah. It's okay, mijo. Most people don't mean to do anything now. What can I do for you?
Don't bother. She can't help you.
Tú cállate. Do you have a headache?
I mean,
do you have a headache?
No.
Then shut up.
She cured you of your headache?
If you want to call it that.
I did. I'm amazing. So, how can I help you?
My girlfriend and me broke up. I don't know what to do. I was told you're the lady to see.
I am the lady.
Great. I love her so much.
Of course you do, you dumb pretty boy.
Oh, you think I'm pretty?
She called you dumb first.
Yeah.
What?
How did you not hear that? She's right in front of you.
Tienes que ir al trabajo. Your break is almost over.
No, I still have some time left, and I'm pretty sure this is your first customer in like a few weeks. I have to see this.
Is that allowed? Doesn't that break like doctor-patient confidentiality?
I'm not a doctor.
No kidding.
Go get food.
That's okay. I have an egg.
Cabrona.
What is happening?
What's your name, mijo?
Skylar.
Pobrecito, mijo. Your parents must not have liked you. Okay, Skylar, your girlfriend broke up with you.
How did you know?
I'm magic.
You told us.
What's her name?
Michaela.
Oh, otro stupid name.
What?
Okay, nothing. Go ahead, mijo.
Well, me and Michaela were fighting a lot, and now she says she doesn't want to take it anymore. She said she's bored with me. I just want us to get better. And my roommate Jose says you can help me. I've already tried everything.
Your roommate is smart, and he has a good name.
Jesus.
That's a good one too.
Yeah, stop.
I know just what you need.
Esperanza walks to the back to search for the item. Luz and Skylar are left alone on stage. Skylar walks to the glass displays.
So, how do you know her?
He picks up a deck of tarot cards.
Hey, don't touch her stuff.
What? No, they're just cards.
No, they're not just cards. Put them back.
What's the big deal?
Rule number 1, never touch anything in a curanera's shop.
Luz tries to yank the cards from Skylar.
Why are you so angry?
He pulls back.
Why are you so needy?
Luz finally grabs the cards from Skylar. She grips for a moment, and then the cards erupt from her hands. They all land face down with the exception of 5. A picture of a tower catches Luz's attention immediately.
Oh, shit. Ugh. Oh, no.
What?
Esperanza walks in with a jar and a bunch of lavender wrapped in red string. She takes in the scene.
Pero, ¿qué carajo hiciste, muchacha?
It was an honest mistake. I can pay for any damages.
Oh.
Mom, look.
Mom? She's your mom?
Not the point.
She doesn't like to talk about it, but I gave birth to her and clothed her and fed her, pero no, mommy's too weird.
Okay, but can we please not do this right now?
Esperanza looks at the cards on the floor. She shakes her head and then smiles.
Who dropped them?
We both did.
I did. Okay, I took the cards from him and then dropped them. It means something bad, doesn't it? I felt my stomach just drop when I saw the pictures.
What is going on? You can read cards?
She can read cards. Ay, mijita. I'm so proud. Most people take years to get good at this, and look at you. It's like breathing for you.
I didn't mean to.
That makes it better.
I don't
have my gifts.
I don't want your gifts.
Ay, too bad. Esa es mi sangre en tu vena.
Can we just focus on my stuff? Really happy for both of you, truly. But if I can just find something for my girlfriend and then I'll be out of my way.
Yo, I don't think your girlfriend is your only problem right now.
Wait, what? That reading is for me?
Yes.
But she's the one who dropped it.
Exactly. The cards were in her hands. She gave the reading.
But she doesn't believe in any of this stuff.
She does. She just pretends not to.
What is going on?
There is great tragedy coming your way.
Tragedy? Can you help me?
He turns to Luz.
No, I can't.
Yes, she can.
No, I can't. Mom, stop.
If it's all the same, I don't care who helps me. I just don't want this tragedy.
My daughter will help you.
No, I have no time to help this guy.
Hita, you have fought so hard not to be like me. But you are. Whether you're in an office or here, there is no shame in the work I do. I get to help people. I just do it differently. Don't be ashamed of it. It's fate that this is happening.
There's no fate. I can't help him.
Luz walks away from them to the door to leave. As this happens, her cell phone rings. She looks at the phone and picks up.
God. Hello? What? Oh my God. Is everyone okay? Okay. 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 No. I'm just glad that everyone's okay. Oh, okay. Bye.
Mija, ¿qué pasó?
One of the copiers in the office caused a fire. They had to clear out the place, and I have the rest of the day off.
Wow, talk about luck.
No. This is fate.
Okay, what do I have to do?
Pues, we need to ask for a little help. Your grandma will know what to do.
There's more of you? Does she live here with you?
No, my grandma has been dead for the last 5 years.
Then how can you talk to her?
They both look at him with frustration.
Oh. Cool. Did not have contact with the dead on my bingo card for today.
End of scene.
All right, give it up for Jose Pereira and the cast of A Case for the Curandera.
Woohoo! Everybody come back for our intermission dance party. Welcome back, everyone. Give it up for everybody. Everybody unmute yourself and make a lot of noise for our first actor.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All of those scenes, ghosts and like the past and like you guys were amazing writers. Great job. Actors, good job. A couple of announcements for upcoming events and things to note for those of you that are watching that want to know what else we do. Every Tuesday, we do a thing called Playdates at noon. And at 7 p.m. on Thursdays is the same thing. And it's an hour of accountability. For the last year and a half, we've been doing them virtually. And we're still doing them virtually. But if you happen to be in the New York area and you're around noon tomorrow, want to come to 30th Street and 10th Avenue, there's a Think Coffee. I'll be sitting on the street. Yes, I'll be sitting on the street. I'll be sitting outside. And if you want to do a collective play dates, you can, or you can also still do it virtually as well. And what it is, it's an hour of accountability time to get stuff done. Sometimes it's writing, sometimes it's darning socks, sometimes it's organizing your recipes, whatever you need to do in that hour. Putting a hex on someone you hate or love. All those things are possible. And that happens. So feel free to join us tomorrow for that. Something to be on the lookout for on what month are we in? July 22nd, which is we normally have a play date that evening. We are going to do a happy hour. We have been doing them again virtually. We are on the look of possibly doing a half virtual, half live outdoors somewhere in New York, if you are New York based, happy hour. So be on the lookout for that email. So there's that. Also on July 31st, we have our first Reads Festival, which will be at one day on Saturday at 5 p.m., 2 p.m., 5 p.m., and 8 p.m. We have three amazing writers, David Davila, Kirsten Hopkins, and Pete Casanavi, and their plays. We'll be having a table read. Feel free to check out that. We're super excited. Again, I am Mike Lesser, the artistic director, not at the PGE on Venmo. But if for some reason you happen to land on Venmo and you type in at the PGE and you put in $1,000 and it sends to us, if it happens to happen, we will gladly accept it. And we will send you a lovely note. Stuff to note, other things to be on the lookout for, and I will mention this later. Currently on Amazon.com, we have 2 books on sale from the PGE, our Faces of America Monologue Festival. In the next week or so, you should be getting an email, if you are on our email list. If you are not, please do, about our Faces of America Monologue Festival #3, submissions. What our Monologue Festival it is every year, we have submissions for a 2-minute monologue with the theme Faces of America to create an opportunity for stories that aren't being told out in the world that need to be told. Last year, we had over 300 submissions for 25 spots. This year, we have a grant from the Lower Manhattan Cultural Council to expand our beautiful festival to be a little bit larger. So feel free to send your submissions. Be on the lookout for that in the next week or so. Again, we have the amazing Taylor out there who was just brilliant as Skylar and is also chit-chatting with y'all on Facebook. We're not on Facebook, we're on YouTube. Who is chit-chatting with you. Feel free to let him know that you are there. Feel free to type in. We have the entire Perea family there. Hi, guys. And we're out there. Benny D was out there. Alex Grover is there. Damie, all you awesome people. Rebecca Hoodwin is there. We see you there. Al Monaco, thank you for showing up. If you're watching this in like August, nice to see you. Why it took you so long to find and click on this one, huh? That being said, if you were here, look down below and you can subscribe. Subscribe now before it ends and like it. We are trying to get a lot of people to subscribe just because we want people to know that we exist. That being said, thank you all for being here. It's time for Act 2. I'm going to ask our actors and writers to disappear and leave our next writer and our host. Jai Mohan is here with our host, Christopher Buchanan, leading us through the evening.
All right. It is time for the second half of volume number 145. And the first scene of this half of our program tonight is Ace of Swords by Jai Mohan. Give it up for Jai and the crew.
Hey, a brief content warning. This excerpt from Ace of Swords does involve a little bit of a mention of eating disorder symptoms, so be warned. I'd like my actors to come on and introduce themselves now.
Hi, I'm Bug. I'm reading Dylan.
Hey, I'm Dylan, and I'm reading James.
I'm Helene. I'm reading Nurse Kelly and Shannon.
Hi, I'm Anjali. I'm reading for AJ.
Hi again, Alexander Manuel, stage direction.
Take it away, y'all.
In the present, James lays face up in his bed in the Blue Springs Behavioral Health Mental Hospital. His roommate, Dylan, snores in the bed on the other side of the room. James slips out of bed, unable to sleep, to get his terror deck. Before picking it up, though, he glances at a picture of Alex. He picks it up and picks up a roll of tape. He turns the picture over to the tape and tapes it to the wall. On the back of the photo, it says, "In loving memory of Alex Goodman." James tapes the photo to the wall and goes back to bed. Scene 2. It is morning. Nurse Kelly, a kind-looking woman in scrubs, knocks on the door, awakening James.
Meds in 15 minutes. You guys ready to get up?
Always.
Dylan and James busy themselves getting dressed and getting ready for the day. Then Dylan notices the picture taped to the wall.
Hey, who's that?
My partner,
Aw, cool. What's his name?
Alex, but
Me. I'm off to get my Lexapro. Later.
And just like that, Dylan leaves the room. James stands. James watching the photo for a moment before walking out too. When they get to the medication room, Dylan's already done. James stands in line for their medication behind AJ, another patient who talks rapidly.
I don't actually have an eating disorder. I just like to work out. But my family gave me an ultimatum, and this absolute bitch of a nutritionist is up my ass all the time. And she's like, "You need to eat more leafy greens." And I'm like, "Bitch, I eat what tastes good. I don't have a problem." But they're on my case about binging and shit. Just 'cause sometimes when I'm mad, I eat and then I work out. These bitches are so fucking stupid, I swear. And now they make me take all these fucking pills.
AJ, are you ready for your meds?
Nope. Coming.
James shakes his head in bemusement and sits and waits. After a few minutes, AJ leaves the room.
Nurse Kelly says you can come in. Oh, I wanted to ask, can you give me a tarot reading?
oh, sure.
When?
Maybe later today.
All right. Cool.
AJ exit. James enters the medication room where Nurse Kelly awaits.
Good morning, James.
Morning.
Slept well?
Sure.
Glad to hear it. Do you know what you're taking?
Vinny and Toppy.
Then Lefaxine and Topiramate. That's right.
Nurse Kelly gives James 2 pills and a small cup of water. James takes a sip of water, puts the pills in their mouth, and swallows.
Thanks.
Any questions? All right. If there's anyone waiting, send them in.
James leaves the room. Nobody is waiting. As soon as the coast is clear, he spits the pills out. Takes a tissue out of his pocket and wraps the pills in the tissue. Scene 3. James, AJ, Dylan, and Shannon sit in a circle. Shannon begins to read from a piece of paper in a growing voice.
So, for those of you who are new, I'll introduce myself. I'm Shannon, and I'm one of the therapists here at the Blue Springs Behavioral Health. And this group is every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday morning. And here we'll be going over one of the most important coping skills one can have. Meditation.
Do you think she means like medication?
Oh,
the irony.
All right, first, I invite you to all breathe with me. Into the nose, or through the mouth.
He's gonna catch flies.
He's gonna catch pigeons.
And you do this 3 times a week?
Darling, we don't actually meditate.
Clearly, you can tell that by now.
Imagine yourself walking through the woods.
No one's around. And your phone is dead. Out of the corner of your eye, you spot him. Shia LaBeouf.
Let each thought you have on a leaf and let it go.
Oh, I'd rather smoke it.
Not judgmental.
Fuck that, I'm judging hard.
Oh, someone get her a coffee.
I want coffee.
Forgot to get some at breakfast?
I'm not allowed.
Ha, ripperoni.
Oh, rip in peace.
The biggest of the oofs.
It's serious. Someone get this bitch a coffee.
And when you think of thoughts, you think them. So if you fall asleep, that's okay.
Wait for it.
No, you guy.
Oh, I assume that's me?
Yeah, you should tell me my fortune.
Oh, sure.
Do you have your cards with you?
James gets his deck out of his pocket.
Yup.
So how does it work?
Mindfully direct your thoughts.
Wait for it.
Shannon has fallen asleep.
So you ask the cards a question. Out loud's better, but in your head it's fine too. Oh, what kind of reading do you want?
You can pick.
I'll give you a past, present, future reading, if that works.
Cool. Okay, do I ask my question now?
Don't want to wake up Sleeping Beauty over there.
Sorry.
Yeah, you can ask your question.
Cool. Done.
James shuffles the cards, then splits the deck into 3 sections.
Pick one.
AJ pulls the middle one. James pulls the card from the top, the card from the middle, and a card from the bottom.
Okay, so this card is your past. This card's your present, and this card's your future.
He overturns the cards.
9 of Swords. This is a nightmares card. Anxiety, fear, stuff like that. Not very specific. Let me pull out another past card to clarify. Okay, the Sun reversed. So in your past, things were overwhelmingly social, which gave you a lot of anxiety and fear and nightmares. A lot of false impressions and fake people. Bad social situations, unpopularity, rumors, and stuff like that. The present, judgment reversed. Okay. So right now you're facing a lot of self-doubt regarding the decisions you have to make. You're judging yourself too harshly.
James quickly flips through their reference book.
It can also mean that you're homesick, according to the guidebook that comes with this deck. Okay, the future, Queen of Wands. This card has to do with courage and determination and passion. Basically, you're going to achieve stuff. The wand suit in tarot has to do with the element of fire. So creativity is there too. It's all positive.
Wow.
Was that helpful?
Yeah. The past and present fits were on point, man. You have no idea. Thank you. Like, lots.
Yeah, coolio.
I'm so glad we're roommates.
Do you want to read it too?
Nah, not now.
Okay.
They all look back at Shannon, who's still sleeping. Every so often, she snoozes.
I got a deck of regular cards. Ever played garbage?
I haven't.
Me neither.
Really? Not even with the boyfriend?
Nope.
You have a boyfriend?
Not anymore.
No, I thought you said that.
Look, he died. Okay.
Oh,
I'm so sorry, man.
I wouldn't have joked if I knew.
Can we just play the card game?
Sure.
End of excerpt.
And that was Ace of Swords by Jai Mohan. Our next playwright is Jenny Craigs, and she is presenting Leaving Crestova.
Hi, everyone. This is an excerpt from the second act of my play, Leaving Crestova, which is a story of a lifelong friendship between two women, Tara and Irina. And this story follows the Doukhobors, who are a Russian pacifist group who immigrated to Canada in the 1890s, and they lived communally. In the 1950s, clashes between the Canadian government and a radical group called Sons of Freedom led to all of the Doukhobor children being seized and removed from the village that's at the center of this play. I would like to welcome and introduce my cast. So we have Jackie Marushak playing Tara, Marie Elena O'Brien playing Irina, Courtney Megaro playing young Tara, and Emma Mueller playing young Irina. We have David Michael Kirby playing Sergey, Irina's father, Bella Florence playing Lily and Anna, and Gil Torres playing Tom, who's Tara's brother, and Jennifer Bradley with stage directions. Thank you all.
Leaving Crestova by Jenny Craigs. The setting, Crestova, a small community in British Columbia, Canada, with an uneasy history. The past scenes are from 1955, and the present takes place in 1987. Act 2, Scene 5, present. It is August 1987. Tara and Irina are talking on the phone.
I went to Crestova yesterday, and I have to ask you something important.
You know you can ask me anything.
Please hear me out before you say no.
What is it?
I'd like you to come home for a visit.
It's out of the question.
Sergey asked me.
Oh my God, why now? After all this time?
He wants to see you. He won't be around forever, Irina.
Is he sick?
He should really discuss this with you himself.
Tara, he and I hardly discuss anything since I was released from New Denver. I mean, we've written a letter here and there, had some phone calls, but I know for a fact he wouldn't tell me anything like this. So is he sick?
I don't know all the details. He's still keeping house. But for the first time, he wanted me to ask you to come.
Why didn't he ask me himself? Why does he have to use you as some kind of go-between?
He's afraid of hurting you. He respects that you've created a new life for yourself now, and
I have a good life here. I've spent all these years learning to set boundaries so I could be my own person, so I wouldn't get pulled back into the past, and now you're asking me to cross them.
Irina, I care very much about your father, but I'm not only asking for his sake. I miss you. It's been so long. I need to see you.
If he wants to see me so much, we can meet somewhere neutral. Grand Forks, Vancouver.
Get a chance.
Don't you understand? There is nothing in Crestova I care to remember.
Nothing?
I didn't mean you. I hoped you might come visit me here. When I went to see Lily's art show, she told me you had the chance to move closer. Why on earth did you stay?
I'm in a place in my life that I don't like, that I'm not proud of. You've always been someone I could talk to about anything. So I'm asking you to come home now so that maybe we can both tear the fence down.
I need a moment.
She puts down the phone and paces. There's a sense of spinning out of control. Young Irina, young Tara, Anna, and Sergei appear as memories.
It stands for the beauty in our way of life, even when the path can seem narrow.
You told me you wanted to be a Mountie so you could save people, so you could be a hero.
It is for each man to decide what price he is willing to pay.
I want to go to the coast instead. I don't have any money. How far will this take me?
Young Irina, young Tara, Anna, and Sergei disappear. Irina picks up the phone.
I'll talk to him, but I can't promise to forgive him.
That's not what he's asking.
If I come, you have to be there. I'm not going to see him alone.
I'll go with you.
Act 2, Scene 7. It is a week later, Irina's visit home to Kristova. In his kitchen, Sergei is carving out a set of children's toys. Irina pauses outside the house door.
All right.
Let's go before I change my mind.
Irina, child.
No, don't get up.
She crosses the room, then bends to embrace him.
I hope you know what it means to me to have you home.
After a moment, Irina turns to examine the room, a little disoriented.
It looks the same. It seems smaller.
I have kept the place up well. It will be yours one day. When did you arrive?
Last night.
I had your room ready.
I stayed with Tara.
She had a long drive from the coast.
Would you like something? Coffee? Raspberry tea?
Tea would be lovely, thank you.
Sergei pours cups of tea while Irina gets her bearings.
Papa, there are some things we have to talk about.
Should I give you space to talk?
No, please, stay.
They all sit down at the small kitchen table with their tea. From her handbag, Irina takes a ladle with painted doves and sets it on the table beside her father.
I kept this for a long time. Do you remember the day you gave it to me?
The lighting shifts to past October 1955. Tara, Irina, and Lily remain at the table. The chain link fence of the dormitory is set up on stage. There is a knock on the Shaw's door. Young Tara enters, tinkering with a model plane. Sergei crosses and speaks to her, taking on the manner of his younger self.
I hear from New Denver last week. No visiting day for Irina because of stealing, and nothing from my daughter, so I do not know what to think. This is not like her. I'm afraid to ask the police. I do not want her to be in more trouble.
He holds up a letter.
Than this today from Irina. Maybe I should have stayed away from here, but I cannot read English.
You want me to read it? Dear Papa, I keep thinking about you and how you were not at home the night they came to take me away. You were warned, Papa. Why did you go to that meeting? Why did you let the police take me away?
I did not know they were coming. How were we to guess? All the children from the valley gone in one night. This Saturday we are allowed to visit. Will you come with us to see her? Will you talk with her? She's angry with me, but you might bring her comfort.
Of course I'll come.
Your father?
I don't care what he thinks anymore.
Lights shift to the school fence. Young Irina stands behind it with a shawl over her head. She has a bruised eye. Tara runs up to the fence, out of breath.
What happened? They said you stole food and matches.
I ran away. They wouldn't let me put it in the letter.
You're bruised.
The dorm supervisor.
Those motherfuckers.
She gives the fence wire a shake. Irina stops her with a hand on her arm.
Can't your mom and dad sign the paper? I'll try to convince them. I'll beg them to sign.
No, they're doing their best. I'm not going to beg them for anything.
When did you run away?
2 weeks ago. Mary Osatroff and I went together. I think we got about 5 miles. The dorm locked us up, and that's why no one could come last visiting day. I'm out sick from school.
You should tell the principal what happened. Tell someone who doesn't work for the dorm.
I'm tired of making trouble.
Then I will.
Please.
What?
Don't do anything.
All right.
Tara, thank you for coming. You make me feel like I'm not going crazy, like the rest of the world is still there outside of the fence. Send Dad over, will you? I can talk to him now.
Tara motions Sergei over. He approaches slowly. Irina stands a bit back from the fence.
Hello, Papa.
You seem all right, child. Your eye.
It's almost healed.
Irina, what is this stealing? Do they not give you enough to eat?
We're hungry.
I'm sorry. I know you cannot bring anything inside, but your mama packed borscht and pirayi.
He slips her a thermos and napkin under the fence.
Don't worry, Papa. Where's Mama?
She is sick.
How sick?
She'll be all right. She misses you. We all do.
From his coat pocket, he takes a ladle with painted doves and hands it under the fence to her.
I made this for you so you would not forget our home.
She takes the gift and admires it, then carefully hides it.
Thank you.
The doves are because you love to sing. Maybe next year you can join your mama in the choir.
Next year?
The soldiers will wear down. They always do.
It's not soldiers keeping us here, Dad. It's the Ministry of the Interior. I'm supposed to go to school. We were breaking the law.
Their law is not God's law.
But I could come home now if you would sign their papers.
Irina!
I know.
You must be patient. We must not give up. We do not give up, and we will not be the ones to give in.
Lights shift back to present. Young Tara and young Irina exit. Sergei returns to his kitchen table where the visitors sit.
All I understood was that your beliefs would not allow you to budge an inch from me.
Accepting their conditions would have meant giving up who we are. How could you understand? You were a child.
I was a hostage.
So strange to wake up in the village without children.
Irina, you are not the only one hurt. We lost our daughter.
You were adults. It was your choice.
Let us speak in Russian. In English, I cannot explain so well.
How do you think they kept the English-only rule? When I speak Russian, I can still taste soap.
Irina, it was so long ago. Is it not better for us to leave those times in peace?
I need you to listen to me. I know now that it's not your fault I was taken into Denver, but I want you to understand what your choice not to sign meant for me. I was 15 years old. I had just been released and I was supposed to somehow pick up my old life where it had broken off.
Lights shift to past June 1956. the Greyhound bus depot in New Denver. Tom, on police duty, takes the ticket agent for young Irina's ticket home. She stands to one side, subdued, holding a valise.
Here's another one of the Dukes going back to Kristova.
Sure there wouldn't be any dynamite in that bag of hers?
We got to keep them here until they're 21. Won't amount to much if they go back. Get up in jail before long. Did you know that over in Grand Forks, one of the Freedomites' own wagons blew up? Tom went off too early.
Why don't you stay until she gets on the bus?
She won't bother you. Up to the door and say she hardly talks at all. Here's your ticket. Don't make any trouble.
Please tell your sister that.
You can tell her yourself.
He hands her the ticket and exits. Irina sits on the bench. She takes Sergei's ladle from her valise and runs her fingers over the painted doves, then replaces it and takes a deep breath and uncertainly approaches the desk.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
What do you want?
I want to go to the coast instead. I don't have any money. How far will this take me?
Here's a ticket to Vancouver. We hear the sound of a bus engine starting up. Irina walks to a spotlit chair. She clutches the valise on her lap and stares hard into the distance. Spotlight on her parents, reading a letter.
Irina's not coming home. She will no longer live as a Doukhobor. For the sake of thee, Lord, I have chosen the narrow gate.
I left my father and mother. I left my brother and sister. I left my whole race and tribe.
Irina closes her eyes as the bus rattles onward. Her parents' words rise out of the dark, though they are now unseen.
I bear oppression and persecution. I endure scorn and slander. I walk hungry and thirsty. I live without shelter for the sake of thee, Lord.
Light on Irina fades to dark. Young Tara knocks at the Varigan's door. Irina's mother answers. They stand a moment without knowing what to say.
Mrs. Varigan.
How are you, Tara? Have you made any new friends?
Irina is my best friend.
You're growing up. You'll forget her.
I never will.
Transition back to present, with Irina, Sergei, Tara, and Lily still gathered around the kitchen table.
Your brother's family in Vancouver was kind to me. They welcomed me in. But when I stepped off the bus, I didn't know the ground under my feet. I felt like the person I was had fractured. I don't know why I thought coming back here would fix that. We don't get to slip back into our old lives just because I stepped into this house.
I could not turn my back on my beliefs. I cannot do that now. But I am sorry that I could not protect you. I am sorry that my choices put you through pain. When I knew you would not come back, I felt broken. I hope that by leaving, you were able to heal.
But even though I left home, I didn't leave my heritage. I am the leader of the Doukhobor Youth Choir in Vancouver now.
Your mother would be proud. I wish you could have made your home with us.
I needed to live my life on my own terms, not anyone else's, not even God's.
Oh, Irina.
I need to find my own peace.
Once I heard the Doukhobor choir sing at the prayer home. I was painting Slocan Valley from the top of the hill when I heard them singing inside. So I asked if I could stay to listen.
What do you remember?
Their songs made the air go still, like clasped hands around me.
Irina reaches out and squeezes Lily's hand. Blackout.
Thank you all. That was lovely.
And for our final scene tonight, we have Agriculture by Ruthie Rado.
Yay! Thank you so much. My cast can come on and join me. We're going out with a bang tonight. This is my cult comedy. This is the second scene or section, and it takes place right after the first scene that you may have seen at a previous volume. And so if it's resonating with you, those who are watching, if you could just drop a little LOL in the chat, or if anything's, not working for you, you can drop that in the chat too. Be a little bit of a bummer, but that's fun. It would be really helpful for me. So my actors have all their character names and their real names on their Zoom screen. So I'm going to just let them take it away. Thank you all.
Agriculture. A barn furnished with cots. Felicity has been welcomed to the commune by the women and Baz, the sort of not really leader. Felicity has been assured this is not a cult. It has just been revealed that Mari and Tom both have secret intimate relationships with Baz.
There has to be an explanation.
Yeah, the explanation is that Baz is fucking everyone.
We don't know that. Tom is homeschooled. She probably doesn't even know what sex is.
Her UTI knows what sex is.
Oh, fuck. No.
Hey, Tom. Look at me. Are you okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's cool if you're not.
No, I'm fine.
All right.
Oh, boy. He told me I was special.
You are special.
Bastard, he thinks we're fucking idiots.
Maybe it's a misunderstanding. Maybe it's just the two of you.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird, but why not? I mean, besides the fact that he's kind of your boss.
Not our boss. Everyone is equal here. It's a collective.
Well, okay. But would you say there's a power imbalance because he owns the farm and founded the collective?
I guess.
And it's sort of weird that he's the only man here, so you're like a captive audience and he has this pick of ladies?
Yeah.
Maybe there's another explanation.
Yeah, there has to be a reason. Baz isn't just some creep.
Okay, yeah. I'm willing to hear him out for sure.
Yeah, I mean, we've got to be missing something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tom, we're making dinner, sweetie. We need you chop for the chop. What's going on?
Are you fucking Baz? God damn it.
Wait, what?
Baz is fucking everyone on the farm.
No, he's not.
Well, at least me and Tom.
Baz is fucking Tom?
Hey.
No, sweetie, you're wonderful. But you're 15.
I'm 18.
Ew, he was biding his time till you were legal?
Right?
Oh, I'm so grossed out. My brain is just not processing this information.
Oh, same.
Maybe there's another explanation.
That's what we were thinking.
Have you fucked Baz?
No, I got here an hour ago.
Well, he works fast, apparently.
I think he was putting the moves on me, though. Either that or motivating me to be a good farmer? It's hard to say for sure.
He's funny that way.
That's how it starts, I guess.
Hey, Tom, what are you doing?
Have you guys been fucking Baz?
Excuse me?
Baz is fucking everyone.
He absolutely is not.
Well, he got me.
And me.
Shut up.
Hand to God.
Well, there was that one time, the three of us with him.
But that was one time.
Besides that, obviously.
Shh, 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 shh. Okay, so to be clear, you're all involved with Baz, both individually and as a group?
Yes.
Oh, gross!
But there has to be an explanation.
Yeah, we're just missing something.
That's right.
I mean, maybe
you two?
No, I just got here.
Sorry.
I mean, good call to ask.
This is upsetting.
Yeah, nauseating.
Using.
So, why though?
Huh?
What are you upset, nauseated, confused, etc. about?
That we're all being used, obviously.
Okay. So my question is, if Baz is lying about who he's involved with, what else is he lying about?
What do you mean?
Do you think it ends at the sex?
As opposed to...
I don't want to freak anyone out or ask something you're not ready for.
Hey, it's okay.
Safe space, Felicity.
Are you sure? Is this a cult?
What?
Excuse me?
Not.
Okay, that's the reaction I was afraid of.
You're way off base, Felicity.
Yeah, you just got here. What do you know?
It's a pretty big accusation.
Felicity, I want to hear why you think that.
Well, I'm not saying you guys are bad or even that this place is bad.
Okay.
Just, I don't know if this is a credible source to you, but I've definitely seen documentaries about cults.
We're not fucking Amish. We've seen that shit too.
So I'm remembering lists of what qualifies a group as a cult, and there are some similarities.
Like what?
So obviously sex stuff and sexual coercion, which maybe there's another explanation, but Baz is fucking everyone. So can we agree that fits?
Okay, sure.
Fine, for argument's sake.
Hello, hello,
Everyone shut up!
ladies.
Hi, Baz.
Secrets are no fun.
We're not secrets.
What are you all tearing about?
See, I have my period really bad.
Gross.
Sorry.
Just finish up. You know, dinner's not going to make itself.
We're working on it. Don't worry.
Now, get the hints, you naughty boy.
Oh my.
Okay. Also on the cult checklist, a charismatic leader.
We don't have a leader.
Yeah, everyone is equal.
Okay, but what if you tried taking your head out of your ass, Raz? Okay, I could say the same to you.
Hey, we're not fighting each other. Calm down. Let's just, for the sake of argument, say that Baz is a charismatic leader. Felicity, what else is on the list?
I'm trying to remember. I would Google it, but they just buried my phone. And my wallet. Okay, taking cult members' money.
They don't take our money.
They literally just took my money.
But they don't spend it. They bury it and you can get it back.
And that's just a wallet, not like bank account information.
You're sure no one knows your bank account information?
I think so.
Have you checked your account recently?
No, I don't have a phone and my statements go to my parents.
Are you in touch with your parents?
I sent them postcards, but they didn't reply, so I stopped.
Cutting off friends and family was definitely on the cult checklist.
But they didn't cut Flo off. Her parents did the cutting off. Are we sure about that? Who mailed the postcards?
Bloss.
And do you get mail here?
I think so.
But and I'm not saying that Bloss or Baz or whoever is doing this, but if the mail came to someone in the farmhouse, they could just not give it to you, right?
I mean, they could, but they wouldn't.
Okay, so again, just for argument's sake, let's add the money stuff and the cutting family ties to the checklist. What else?
Sorry. I didn't commit this to memory. My brain is eating itself right now.
Was limiting food on there?
Yes! The volleyball people did that.
Volleyball?
Yeah, there was a cult that plays volleyball.
I know this is serious, but that sounds fun.
I think it was a fun cult until they branded people.
Fuck.
Limited their caloric intake.
Does eating 2 meals a day count as limiting food, really?
Yes.
But
Yes.
Fine.
I feel like we could clear this up so easily by talking to Bloss and B.
Yes.
Such a great idea.
Okay, yeah.
Bloss and B have to be in on it though, right?
They do? They do.
Well, they couldn't.
Still worth asking.
Oh, yeah, we can see how they react.
But what if they're, complicit but don't realize it?
I don't think there's anything to be complicit in. This is silly.
Tom, what do you think?
We should vote.
Everyone who votes to ask Bloss and B if we're in a cult, raise your hand. All opposed? Undecided?
Okay, well, that's hardly decisive.
Oh, come on.
And why should she get a vote? She got here like an hour ago.
Well, her fresh perspective is obviously an asset.
Or she's poisoning this place and ruining this beautiful thing.
Well, I guess the brainwashing worked on Raz.
I guess the lies worked on Marigold.
You shut up!
You dumb bitch.
Whoa! No.
Let's take a breath. Feel better?
Yeah.
Not really. This is bullshit.
Please stop screaming. Tom.
I'm sorry, Tom.
Tom, are you okay?
This is a rough conversation.
I guess everything's dandy. Dandy?
Oh no, we broke her brain.
No, everything is fine and dandy.
Sweetie, you said dandy again. That's weird.
What I meant to say is that everything is okay, neato and good and nice and calm and dandy. Fuck.
It's okay if everything isn't dandy.
Tom, do you want us to bring this up to Bloss and B? Yeah, they'll know what to do. Yeah. Is that okay with everyone?
Fine.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, where are they?
Bearing my fucking backpack.
Where do they do that? I know, I'll get them.
And can you bring back my stuff? What?
Guys, what if it is a cult? What do we do?
We leave?
But that's so
sad.
Yeah.
Felicity, I know you just got here and want to detonate everything, but this place is amazing.
But stealing and calories and sleazy bags.
Yeah, okay, maybe those things are happening, but a lot of good is happening too.
This is our home.
It's a magical place.
Well, that's true. It is.
It would be a shame to throw everything we've worked on because of one guy.
Baz isn't what makes the community flourish. We are.
So we stay. Baz owns the property, right?
It's been in his family for generations.
Or is it owned by the nonprofit for tax reasons?
Bloss will know.
So are you gonna unionize or?
Well, nonprofits have boards, right? We could notify the board and get Baz removed, and then we have reorganized,
non-hierarchical leadership structure.
Oh my God, you're so smart!
Oh,
okay. Hey, good for you.
Okay, so back to this board plan.
Right, and then we all have a stake in this place.
That sounds nice.
I like it. I don't know if all the details are airtight, but it sounds chill.
I feel like we're making plans before we even know what the current situation is working for everyone.
Is it working for you, Raz?
I mean, yeah.
And the idea of change scares you?
Well, so what? We get rid of Baz, and then it's just us? That seems a little dykey, no offense. Offense taken.
Yeah, major offense.
You can always leave, too. I'm sure Baz would love to have a solid enabler with him.
Baz and Raz, lol.
Okay, first, shut up.
Oh, gee, I just thought it was funny. Don't bite my head off.
Okay, second, this planning is premature. I say we ask Boss and B before getting into the nitty-gritty of nonprofit boards and whatever. Okay, instead of the diplomatic approach, what if we killed Baz and everyone who enabled him?
Whoa! No. Yikes. Let's calm down.
I'm into it, honestly.
End of excerpt.
And give it up for our artists for tonight.
God.
Everybody come back. Come back. Oh my God, amazing work tonight. All of your brains are crazy and wonderful, and I love you writers. Keep writing, good work, good work. Unmute yourself and make some noise for all of our writers and actors tonight. And a good, huge thank you to our stage directions readers tonight, Alexander, Bella, and Jennifer.
Yeah.
Huge thank you to our host tonight, Mr. Christopher Buchanan.
Bravo!
And Taylor on the YouTube moderator.
Taylor.
Our Venmo people. All of y'all that gave us some Venmo, we have amazing thank yous to y'all. And as we say at the end of every volume, volume 145 is officially closed. Again, we have another volume coming up because we just don't stop. Why? And volume 146 is on September. No. On July, the 7 looked like a 9. It just said looked like a 9. On July 26th. And if you want to sign up, it's officially live on our website. Any actor that wants to be considered for casting, you can go right on our website. If I didn't say our website, thepge.com, or if you want to spell it out, the Playwright Experiment at theplaygroundexperiment.com. And we have the following writers presenting. Andy Lee Carter will be here. David Michael Kirby, who's in the house.
Yay!
Eric Mead will be here. Jeff Smith will be back. Kendra Augustine and Raven Petretti. So those were our 6 writers. Again, tomorrow at noon, if you want to check it out. Again, you can go to our website, find out any information on our events, go to our events list. And a huge thank you to all of you for being there. As we always say with the PGE, we are the home that you can always come back to, which is a little confusing because sometimes we've been in your house for 1.5 years and you're like, I don't want to be in my home. But it's not that type of home. It's the type of home that when you need us, we are here for you. So please come back anytime, again to the Playground Experiment. Everybody say thank you and wave to the YouTube audience as we say goodbye to y'all.